Hello everyone, and welcome to part 2 tarot/oracle reading on Harry Styles. Alright, so I am hopeful that you guys had a chance to view part 1 of Harry's reading. If not, of course, I will tag it in the description. But I had a little technical difficulties of recording it because I wanted to let you guys know what happened. So it has been a doozy trying to record, trying to fully record Harry's reading, but due to me being busy and trying to do this and that, I was unable to do so. You guys should know by now, or those of you that are new that comes across this video, I am a one-woman show, so I have to make the videos, edit them, post them, make sure that they sound correct, all of that. And I try to post a little sneak peeks here and there. That's why I advise you guys to follow me on my social media, Instagram, TikTok is mainly my page where I post. But due to the fact that today I am recording this video on November 4th, and I'm trying to get this uploaded by the 6th, which will be this coming Wednesday. Basically, this is going to be all Harry's week. I posted part 1 the other day, and I will link it down below. And also this Friday, you guys should receive an episode regarding Harry. I said Henry, oh my god, Harry, and regarding his former relationship with actress Olivia Wilde. So that's coming up this Friday. Alright, so depending on when I was trying to edit that episode of Love Neon, and along trying to do part 1 of Harry's reading, it's supposed to be the full reading, but I had to break it down 2 parts. Due to the fact that it was the Halloween season, the veil is very thin. And it's not good to do tarot oracle readings on other people during that time, because you don't know what spirit entity that you're pulling in. So the last 3 or 4 days, I had to make sure that I kept myself good with protection oil, with my Florida water. I cleansed my pendants. I wore my cross. I wore my Santa Muerte necklace for protection. Just basically, weighing it out. Like over the weekend, I had nothing but mad time. Like I'm waiting until tomorrow, which is today. I'm at work and I'm like, okay, we're going to get this done. In this video, we're going to cover some things we didn't get a chance to cover. Like what would happen regarding Harry's career. Caught part 1. I did pull up the energy of him and what I feel like now his ex-girlfriend Taylor Russell about their alleged breakup. It has been confirmed that they broke up, but I have to say alleged because everything is 100% alleged. It is rumored that Harry could be involved with someone else. I don't know. That is what we're going to be pulling on. And also I wanted to have a chance to pull on his desires, what Harry likes, and I want to do that for y'all as a little pick-me-up, as I stated in the last video. Of course, before I get started on part 2 of this reading, disclaimer, please keep in mind that everything in this reading is 100% alleged unless it's coming out of the person's mouth. So if it's not coming out of Harry Styles' mouth or the people that's closest to him, everything is 100% alleged. Again, don't take it personal. Don't come out with the BS. I will remove you from my channel. Any negativity in the comments, anything at all, you will be removed and hidden from my channel. Again, my channel is about positivity and I'm not having none of it. Without further ado, let's get started. Okay, guys, so I took the opportunity to take some cards out from my Zombie Tarot Oracle card deck. This is what we're going to be focusing on. We're going to be focusing on the career aspect of Harry. I wanted to see if I can get a feel of, you know, some things that may be happening or could be happening down the line for him. I also took the opportunity and I got into my Black Moon astrology cards. Now, I rarely use these, but these are the two cards that came out. We have the North Node, which indicates life's purposes, and the third house card, which represents messages. So I'm going to go over them as well. I'm going to try to include them if they, you know, say if they resonate with either one of these cards that I pulled out. So that is what I'm going to do. If that's not the case, then I would try to go over them all. Also, there appears to be an extra card that came out, which indicate the World card. I will include it because I was asking Spirit if it's just at least three, but sometimes, you know, we have these extra cards that tend to come out, but you know, the more the merrier. So that is no problem if you guys have the patience. So the first card that I'm going to start with is that we're going to start with the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords, I'm going to move these on the side here, and I'm going to move this over. We have space, so let me zoom in real quick. Okay, much better. We have the Ten of Swords. Okay, so the number 10 represents transition, readiness for a new cycle and or completion. The swords represent intellect, logic, courage, and conflict. And the purpose behind this card, the keywords behind the Ten of Swords, means disaster, rot and ruin, destruction. And it reads as follows. You come to the end of the line, and this certainly isn't the outcome you hope for. Betrayal, disappointment, and despair cloud your attitude, but these feelings won't last forever. The Ten of Swords reminds us that sometimes we need to cast old interests aside and start over. If you can't beat them, join them. So, upon looking at this card here, it sounds like to me that it is something pertaining to Harry's career. It's telling me that it's something that he's doing within his career that he has to end in order to start anew. It's almost like he has to, somewhere down the line, he may rebrand himself. I'm not sure it's within his music or within the acting career, but it's something that is going to come to an end. I wouldn't say not him and his career, nothing to do with that at all is established, but it's something within with what he's doing. I apologize, you guys. I don't follow Harry like that. I would just see him from time to time, but it's something about rebranding. Something about rebranding himself or rebranding the brand. You know how artists and how actors and, you know, people in general, they'll change their method. Now, this is really interesting because I was looking at my Black Moon booklet, and the Black Moon booklet, let's go to the third card. The third card indicates messages. So I'm going to look this over aside, and we are going to put this in the center. This card comes with a long paragraph, but I'm going to try to break it down the best of my ability. But what I was reading upon this card here, we have third house messages. The third house is the area of the astrological chart that reveals how we think, speak, and communicate. It simplifies our need to know and demonstrates how we put our concepts and thoughts into words. It states you are in search. In this case, this will be Harry. Allegedly, Harry's in search for answers and in need of unlocking mysteries, but his mind is alive, and he's able to grasp every detail. It said he's able to grasp every detail right now. So it may be like a sense of doubt that he may think that he wouldn't be able to do. So it's saying to me that he could be like at times. Remember I told you guys Harry likes to daydream a lot. That's how he likes to daydream. I do remember that I said in the last reading that he likes to daydream. These daydreams that he could have, he could be using those daydreams, and it's the same thing as if he'll daydream. Is almost the same that he's sleeping. When we sleep, we get thoughts and ideas. I know I had when I was in my writing phase and I like to write and do creative writing, you can sleep and a thought will pop into your head, and that would be Spirit's way of letting you know, hey, go with this idea or go with that idea. So Spirit is saying that he has the ability to create, of course, because he has written music. He's a songwriter and all that, very creative. It also states that in a quote unquote message on this page, it says you must stay drunk on writing so reality cannot destroy you. This card also means you'll be talking your way into and out of tough situations. However, you will be mentally able to grapple with issues and sort them out well. So that goes back to this card here. Let me zoom out a little bit. Sorry, guys. This goes out to this card in particular. It also states that this card indicates a fortunate time to start a business of your own, perhaps working in translation, creative software, or something to do with deciphering codes and messages, for example. You may also become involved in studying other languages or anything related to and working towards a common good. Okay, so this is really interesting. It's really, really interesting. I wouldn't think of like creating software. We already know that Harry's not a technical person. He's a musical person, but this is what the paragraph states. But I like the idea of a business. So this could be like allegedly a prediction. I know one thing about Harry is that he is into fashion. Harry does have like a particular style. He has a particular style, his own style, and me thinking that alone, he may take that into consideration. He may get into like the fashion business. This is allegedly, but this is what I'm getting, since I feel as though that this is why this card came out. And the purpose of this business, like an alternative career, let's just say if he's into fashion, it will be something to benefit for the good. And also, guys, this card resonates with the Three of Pentacles, and the meaning of Three of Pentacles when it falls into the place of a career. It says in a career tarot spread, the Three of Pentacles indicates a strong work ethic, dedication, and resolve. It suggests that you will be putting in a lot of effort into your career or business and building on previous success. So you guys, that's a little bit what I'm saying. I know it was like an indication with that. There's something to do, like currently what is he doing now? And he's going to use that aspect to rebrand and come up with something new. That's why the established card is there. So that's a good thing. You may be learning in your job or studying to improve your qualifications. This card signals balance in your financial situation, good teamwork, and correspondence of energies resulting in economic and professional development. So you see, guys, it's really a good meeting. Strong work ethic, dedication, and resolve. So that's a good thing. Okay. All right. So along with the Ten of Swords, I felt the need that I wanted to bring up this card next. We have the World card. And the World card, basically, it represents the same thing as the Ten of Swords. It says lesson learned, end of journey, completion. And it reads as follows. It's the end of a cycle as the world goes up in flame. Our two lovers are safe in their fallout shelter, ready to meet the new day and begin the fool's journey all over again. The world represents the achievement of a goal or ending of a stage in your life. Where do you go from here? So something has happened. What I feel, something will happen career-wise for Harry, that will be coming to an end. And again, he's going to take what he has learned and use that for a future concept within his career. Okay, so we're going to put the Ten of Swords aside. Okay, so let's go on to the next card. The next card, we have the Queen of Hazards. The Queen indicates these often, though not as always, represents a real person as opposed to a situation. Hazards indicates these represent material, wealth, money, prosperity, and property. And it reads as follows. Tough as nails on the outside, the Queen of Hazards is gooey as gumdrops when no one is paying attention. She's a real material girl, and she works hard for the money, but her obsession with financial security can be all-consuming. She has a nurturing side, but don't expect any hugs. She may symbolize a friend or employer who expects too much for you in return. Okay, so this is a personality card. Okay, so it sounds like to me, upon reading this card, this is saying that Harry is the type of person that is focused on financial security. There's a part of him that is nurturing to a certain point. Harry could be the type of person that he acts like tough with you, or acts like one way with you, which is like tough, standoffish, but underneath, behind the scenes, he could be soft and compassionate to a certain level. This is what I feel like. This is what this card symbolizes. Alright, so the next card that we have the North Node, Life's Purposes. Sorry guys, the camera jumped. And this card represents the purpose of our lives is to be happy. The North Node points out the best areas for us to direct our talents against our will. So this is another card that's pertaining to the career. It states that when the North Node card presents itself in a reading, you can be assured that destiny has a place in your situation. The North Node shows the area of gifts. It represents destiny. It is direct opposed to the South Node, which is more serious and more restricted. The North Node represents where we benefit from good work done in our past lives and how that assists us in the here and now. Also states through many life lessons, you are about to arrive at a place of your highest good. Your life is expanding and opportunities pour in swiftly, catching you quite by surprise. This card also represents past life memories and karmatic connections. So when I'm reading upon that, and I'm thinking about how and with Harry, I feel as though this stems from like all the way back from One Direction days. I'm getting a feeling like Harry didn't expect to become popular and to become this successful for all these many years. Like, it came to him like as a surprise. Like, he never would expect that, you know, he is popular, and he is indeed popular. And it's saying that, you know, constant opportunities will keep pouring into him. Like, there's opportunities coming to him left and right. There's constantly flowing within him. It says this card also represents a past life memories or karmatic connection. So these opportunities the opportunities that could be coming to him, like I stated, what I feel about in the fashion aspect, this could have been something that he previously had dealt with in his past life. And it continues as follows. You may meet people you have known over many past lives, perhaps in the soul family where bonds form very quickly. You are taking on a large view of your life, which not only empathizes your talents, but allows your talents like the minded souls. It is a fortunate time to begin a privately owned business or other professional venture when you can bring in like extra finances. So Spirit is telling him to get in something a little different. The urge may be pushing on to him, like I said, guys, within like, you know, just like a thought, or, you know, while he's at night dreaming or sleeping. Whatever this venture, it may be fun, creativity, and optimism. So it's telling him something that, of course, to get into that, you know, he will enjoy and he will love. At this time, you will feel less limited, and your goals and plans will have far-reaching potential. So it's all good things. It's all good things. It also states, as the soul's messenger, the appearance of the North Node card in a spread indicates growing into what is called the larger unknown, meaning you are moving towards a point that promises greater fulfillment. The nodes are karmatic, therefore the lessons are not easy ones. Matters will develop suddenly, but there is still work to be done. Luck is on your side with an opening towards greater things. Karmatic lessons learned and process bring fulfillment and happiness. So these are all good things, you guys. Good things. The corresponding tarot card that goes along with this card would be the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups, when it involves within a career, the Ten of Cups cards represents overall happiness, fulfillment, and abundance. Second back, the Secure card, you guys. It suggests that things are going well in your work, and you may be reaping the rewards towards your hard work. There's a sense of collective achievement and support from colleagues, much like a family. So there's people that are surrounding him. They're like family. They're not like family by blood. I feel like his family is supporting him, but there are people that are surrounding him that are, they're not related to him by blood, but they are supporting him like a family. Expect positive changes such as increase in income, promotion, and change in job status. So like I'm telling you guys, Harry is going towards something. All right, the next cards that we have the Lovers card and we have the Ten of Wands. Let's start with the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands represents growth, creativity, career, energy, and achievement. The Ten of Wands represents burdens, responsibility, and struggle. And it reads as follows. Why does everything have to be your responsibility? Why does the horde expect you to deliver a fresh meal every night? You're trying to juggle dozens of opportunities. but all this work has left you exhausted and ready to quit. You got every right to feel overwhelmed, but don't fret. The cycle is ending. Sorry guys, a new path will reveal itself soon. So it seems like at this time, because this card came from the right side, which I indicated what would happen down the line for Harry. The other two previous cards came from before. So it's stating that allegedly Harry could feel exhausted at this time. I remember in his last video, the last part of the video, he did had a rest card, so Spirit could tell him that at this time, take time to rest, get away, go on vacation, take your mind off. And especially, you know, with what has happened with the passing of his bandmate, that he should take some time to not work so much, not to feel overwhelmed, to relax and grieve with that, and at the same time relax himself when it comes down to, you know, working, that he's becoming, you know, overworked. I see where I also say within this card, it's like the first sentence, why does everything have to be your responsibility? So this could maintain, to me, it seems like to me, like due to the fact that the lover's card came out, that Harry could not only feel overwhelmed career-wise, but also within relationships as well. The lover's card, let me move this on the side. So we're going to focus on the lover's card. So the lover's card, let me zoom in. The lover's card indicates romance, sex, blinded by passion. And it reads as follows: decisions. Where do you start? The head or the heart? The lovers are duality in motion, and you must make up your mind before moving on to the next phase. If you decide to overlook that your new lover is one of the undead, don't be surprised when he or she rips your heart out. Maybe it's better to leave the relationship behind. It's starting to sink. Okay, so it's saying decisions. This is what it seems like to Harry would get into these relationships, and like I was telling you guys, and you see in the previous film, the previous part, and you'll see it through the episode, that I feel as though Harry gets overwhelmed when he's within this relationship. He can get involved with someone, and it becomes overwhelming to him, that it brings on like depression, anxiety. I kept seeing a lot of depression cards coming out for him, and it becomes unbearable to the point that, you know, he either has to go to someone else or confide in someone else to take the tension off, and then it ends. It ends like that. Each time he becomes overwhelmed, or he's overwhelmed with something, he moves on to the next person. I see the word sex, so it could be like something to do sexually. He's not the type of person that is ready to settle down at the moment. He simply just want to have a good time and focus on his career. That's why we had a little glimpse of his career in the previous part, that I felt as though that he is career focused. He's not thinking about, you know, selling or anything like that, like blinded by passion. See, blinded by passion, the lover's card, blinded by passion, but not blinded by love. You see, love and passion are two different things. Passion is less sexual, so it's more like the sexual aspect more than being like a lover and settle down. Like, it's not at this time, Harry. All right, you guys, the next card that we have the Knight of Cups. The Knight represents, these often, though not as always, represents a real person as opposed to a situation. And the Cups represents emotions, artistic tendencies, sex, and relationships. The key words to this card are romantic, adventure, and moody. And it reads as follows. He is the one with the ready smile and a surfboard underneath his arm. A natural charmer. See, guys, it goes back to that part one. I did mention that Harry is a charmer. The Knight of Cups is always ready to smooth and always keeps one eye on the exit. See, he can be fun to have around, but his mood would change like the surf, and he's often likely to steal more than a kiss. Watch your heart, literally. So, y'all. So, it's telling, now this right here, this is symbolizing Harry. Okay? This is Harry's energy. And this card came out to warn anyone who even is tempting or thinking or even trying to think that Harry is going to particularly settle down. What I've been telling you guys, what's been the whole week within his reading, he is not ready to settle down as of yet. Guys, let me show you these cards here. Let me show these cards, because what I did was I took the courtesy to take out some oracles, because you know I gotta have my oracles. This is the first card we have. We have Virgo. Chemistry, intense passion, things are heating up. So I feel as though that the purpose of why this card came out is because this is how I'm feeling like this feels like when you come across Harry, like romantically. If he takes an interest in you, immediately there's a chemistry, there's like this intense passion, sex, lustful. Like I was telling you guys earlier that I feel as though Harry has that lustful energy, and that he has that lustful energy within him, and that, you know, things tend to heat up, you having a good time and all that. And it's nothing. You're thinking like, okay, everything is good, but low-key has that one eye. He has that one eye on the exit. See, we have the next card, snack, obsession, sexual attraction, sex appeal. So he is not tending to stick around with just one person. That's why I don't understand how people are talking in the blogs and, you know, saying like, this is what's going on, and, you know, saying, mention something about an engagement, and it's like, you guys really, do Harry really screams like engagement at this time? Unbelievable. He also has like a turned up card. See, this is what his mind's on. See, turned up. We have party animal, sex, drugs, and alcohol, surface pleasures. Now, I'm not intending on, you know, saying that Harry's on drugs. That's not what I'm saying. This is just the name of the card. But I do believe that he likes to party. He likes to drink alcohol, but I'm not going to declare him of being an alcoholic. And, you know, he enjoys sex like everyone else does, because he has that lustful energy. So again, it's not, you know, it's not time for settle. And now these cards that I'm showing you, this is basically like surrounding the energy that's going on with him right now at this moment, allegedly. The next card that we actually have the TikTok card, which indicates too busy. So this could came out saying that, like, spiritually, this is saying that Harry is too busy at this time to pertain a relationship. Let's see. And also, due to the fact that this is Harry's energy, we have the graduation. The graduation day, love running up, lessons learned, acquire wisdom. So this is telling me that each and every time when Harry gets involved with a relationship, these things tend to happen, that when he's done with the relationship, it's a lesson learned, so he knows what to do, a step ahead, acquired wisdom. like learning, it's like you learning something that you don't even know, and now you know, you learning your lessoning and you're leveling up. You see, if that makes sense? You're meeting people, you're getting to know how they are, and you're leveling up. You're doing what is best for you. And the last card that I have is that we have the cleanse, detox, ridding inner negativity, purification. So this could be like what Harry could be doing, or what he could be doing now, or what he will be doing down the line, like in between. He may try to, cleanse himself from the negativity, take time to himself so he can figure out what he wants to do, because he's a daydreaming person. And very financially devoted person, from what I'm getting. So yeah, this card some. So we have the Knight of Cups. So this indicates, y'all, beware, be aware. He's a heartbreaker. All right, guys. So there's that. So that is all of the tarot, you guys, on that side. And we're gonna go to the next set of cards. All right, you guys. So the next set of cards that I have pulled out, these come from my new deck. What's blocking you? Singles and relationship oracle card deck. I literally just got these the other day, and I got them, cleansed them, and I was like, I wanted to use them. We went through all the stuff, with Harry's love life and whatnot. So I was just curious about what could be the things allegedly that could be holding him back. I pulled out a total of 5 cards, not too much, because I know that we have 2 more decks we need to go over before we wrap up this reading. So I'm going to go over with you right now. So the first card that came out, we have pent up anger. And it reads, you have unresolved feelings from your past that makes you resentful towards others. So this is an indication that is saying that allegedly Harry at times could have, he could have trauma from his past relationships. He could have like some pent up anger that he is not, he doesn't really fully express out. I understand he falls under the sign of Aquarius, and the thing I notice about Aquarius is that they tend to keep their feelings private. They keep their feelings private. If they're mad, they will not say they're mad, but you can see it in their face. They keep it private. So when I see the pent up anger, that is most definitely what I feel. This allegedly could be one of the reasons. The next card that we have the Lone Wolf. Are you really a loner, or are you afraid of loving someone who could hurt you? So this could be another reason as to why it's alleged that, Harry is not serious within, a relationship. He could have his heart on the sleeve to make sure that he doesn't get hurt. The next card that we have incomplete. You want someone who completes you, but you need to be whole on your own. So this one is very interesting because it states that I'm getting a feeling like even now it's like when Harry is in a relationship, he doesn't feel complete. He doesn't feel complete, or almost is saying like he feels like he needs someone to make him feel complete, but that is not the case. And Spirit could be saying like you need to learn to be whole on your own and find out what do you want, what kind of person you are, and the things that you want in your life, in this case your love life. And this card is very interesting. The next card, we have walking away. You leave too quickly when things get challenging. You see, you guys? You see? Stay and try to work it out. So this is what I feel like, this is what's going on right now with Harry with these relationships. How he'll be in one relationship and then be with another and another. When it gets hard and when it gets overwhelming, so you guys, just like I mentioned earlier, overwhelming, he wants to walk away. And it sounds like to me that this is a pattern, and Spirit is saying to him, don't do that. Don't do that. Stay and try to work it out. Don't run away when things get challenging. Once you know what, you figure out what you want, of course. And the last card that I have, we have too hard. This is a big whammy, too hard. You believe that it has to be hard, but it doesn't. Let love flow naturally into your life. So this could mean that the idea of love could feel like that. Again, like I said, it could be overwhelming. It could be too hard for him. He could be feeling this is how Harry is feeling. And Spirit is saying to him that it's not hard. It's not hard. Maybe it's like he could be like trying to find someone that matches with him, and he may develop a fear, or he may develop a fear down the line that he won't find that particular person or that particular someone that he wants to be with. And Spirit is saying it's not too hard, because love will flow naturally. All right, guys, so now we're reaching to the juiciest part of this reading. I have my Hidden Desires Oracle card deck. Let me zoom out of here a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out a couple cards. We're going to try to see like what are Harry Styles' hidden desires. Allegedly. Okay, so you guys been waiting for this, so let's go. Alrighty, so Spirit, myself, and the fans of Harry Styles would like to know, what are his hidden desires? What are the things that he likes? What he likes to do? So I have 4 cards here that came out, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Spirit to lead me to the first card. Spirit, give me the most precise response pertaining to Harry Styles. Okay, it has me touching this card here. Let's see, we have the first card, breasts. Likes to kiss, touch, lick, and rub themselves on your breast during sex. Okay, guys. Alright. For the busty beauties. Okay, so we have breast. Alright, so we have that. Should we put that up right here? Okay. So we have breast. Alright. Okay, Spirit, what is the second hidden desire of Harry Styles? Oh, the Harry Styles. Oh, they're like slipping all over the place. Okay, let's see. Wait, these two came out? Okay, we have a cockfight. Shows you off to others, but get jealous, or 2 lovers may fight over you. We have cockfight. And the third card that we have kinky. Anything outside the unusual fantasy, roleplay, BDSM, fetish, voyeurism, and group sex. I guess that means group. I don't know where the G. That is definitely a C. So I guess it didn't want to say like group, but it said group. Oh, these cards, I'm telling you. I don't know who be making these things. I know y'all. Let's pull out a total of 3 more. I don't want to go into detail with it, but we have some of that. Pop out, like, alright. Okay, hidden desires. All right, the next card we have the tease. Likes it when you bring them to the brink and back off, and when they like to tease too. So allegedly Harry is a person that likes to tease you, as you guys can see. The next card that we have hot ice. Likes to heat things up by rubbing ice on your aroused by little shocks. So hot ice. And the last card, receiver. Would rather have you be on top or initiate sex, or doesn't want to do the work. Oh. Are you guys put two together? Okay, receiver. I'm thinking that in my head, like, I know you guys are thinking it too. Okay. All right. That's enough. All right. So that is a little bit that I wanted to give you guys. Should we do a little bit more extra? You're like, no, you want more. Okay. So we bought a total of 6. Let's pull out 2 more. Let's do 2 more. And trust guys, they may be more, because I decided I'm just going to do the spousal reading and a future reading. Okay, here you go. All right. Okay, we have this one right here. We have Kama Sutra. Has a spiritual view of sex and likes trying new sexual position to keep it fresh. Oh, so you know what, guys? That could be one of those reasons. Could be one of the reasons why Harry's stick around. Like, if it's like you may push a person up to a certain level to where they're just like, okay, they're just not feeling that. And that is what may be like the issue why it goes from this person to the next person. I'm just making sense. And we have these 2 cards here. We have I knew this card was going to come out. We got Going Down. Loves to pleasure you with their tongue, whether you reciprocate or not. Does that ring a bell to you? Does that ring a bell to you guys? And the last card we have Master. Likes being in control and telling you what to do while you obey their wishes. All right, you guys. So that is a total of how many cards is that? I think 8 or 9. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to stop. Should we get one more? Since we have 9 cards, make it even. 10's even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let's do one more. There's a lot of hidden desires in this oracle deck. Okay. All right, Spirit. One more response pertaining to Harry Styles. What are the hidden desires of Harry Styles? Only one more card. You keep shuffling and we're going to get that Going Down card. Alright, so we have a whole bunch of them that flew out. Okay, let me line them up. Alright. Alright. Spirit, give me a most precise response pertaining to Harry Styles. What are the hidden desires of Harry Styles? Point me to the correct card pertaining to Harry Styles. Okay, so my hand touched this one. Okay, the final card we have nude pics. Wants to take nude pictures of you or have you send them nude pics. Okay, all right. And you guys, ain't that coincidental? Look at this dude. He's got like, look at the tattoos. I ain't saying nothing. Okay. All right, we're gonna leave it at that. We are going to leave it at that. All right, guys, we are done. We are done. It is a wrap. So we bring all these all here. Okay, it is a wrap, guys. It is a wrap. All right, you guys, so this concludes part 2 of the tarot / oracle reading on Harry Styles. You guys know what to do. If you guys have any comments you would like to share regarding this reading, feel free to put them down in the comment section below. If you guys have any requests that you would like for me to do, you let me know that down in the comment section below. Also, I keep forgetting this, that if you want your requests to be featured on the episode of Love Neon, let me know. Comment a red heart or a neon green heart along with the celebrity name. That way I know that is what you guys want to see. My series Love Neon episodes debut every Friday, so every week there is a new episode. This week, of course, is basically Harry's week, and I'm not going to give you guys any details on the next week's episode, but hint hint, go to my community page and you guys will see the posts of the next person I will be pulling on. So let me know that as well. Also, two things. For one, FYI, there are requests that were requested before yours. So the only thing I ask you guys is your patience. I like to reach out to you guys. Once I receive your request, I will put it in my note and I will reach out to let you know that your request has been completed. If you guys send me a request and then you guys cut me off, I'm sorry to say that because I was looking for a request that someone wanted me to do, and I was thinking about featuring it on the episode of Love Neon, but I have peoples that come on my page, and I guess they comment, and then once they see like the FYI, you have requests before yours, they remove it. So I'm like, if I don't catch it in time, I'm not going to worry about it. But what that does is that puts you guys in front of other people that have been waiting for their requests for like 4 or 5 months at a time, because I'm trying to do a series, I'm trying to do my own requests, I'm trying to complete people's requests that have been waiting. So it's kind of like a circle. I'm a one-woman show, so it's really important, you guys, if you really want me to get your request, please make sure that I be in contact with you. Greatly would appreciate it, and thank you for your patience. New readings debut every Wednesday and every first Sunday of each month. At times I do live streams depending on how I feel and how is the energy. I have some live streams I want to do. Oh yeah, I wanted to tell you guys this. Since upon reading on Harry Styles, the next member I want to pull on is louistomlinson. Louis was my first. Louis was the first one. Louis caught my attention when I got into One Direction. Definitely Louis. I definitely want to pull up on Louis. I was looking at some pictures today. I was like, oh my god, I so want to pull. I cannot wait to pull on him. He's such a cutie. But yeah, we gotta do, and I definitely want to do these on Louis. So you guys stay tuned for that. I am definitely going to do that in a live. Yes, in a live. Okay. So there's that. Also, let me tell you guys this, what I was stating about the first part of the video, and I did share this on a separate video of mine when I did the first reading on Harry, and I was talking about Liam. You guys, from in my personal opinion, and I feel like there's no point of me addressing this because I already addressed it, and I also shared a clip on that, was that due to the fact that Liam's energy is spirit, and I don't want to speak because I noticed that his energy is very sensitive, because I was in my very office doing this reading when my computer started. You guys saw the first part. Go back to the first part if you ain't had a chance to see it. I would tag it in the description below. But the littlest thing you were to like hear, see, he will give you a reaction. And when it comes down to me, and you know, I'm a beginner tarot oracle reader, again, I feel like that I need to go to my spiritual advisor. I feel as though that when you're doing a reading on a spirit of a person that's no longer here, there are certain requirements that I feel like there's certain requirements that you need to do in order to pull in within that energy. That's why I feel like I feel like some people may already know, and that's why I look at people like dumbfounded when you have a person that had passed away no more than 2 weeks, and you have people immediately with spirit boxes and saying that they're talking to this and this and that, and I'm like, you're not really respecting the spirit alone. Like, the spirit has to be adjusted of being over that side, and immediately y'all want to talk and you know, spear your crap and all that, which that pisses me off. Like, I haven't been seeing any posts, but every time I see it, I don't even look at it, but it's just a bunch of stupid BS. So I feel like that's very disrespectful to the spiritual, you know, the spiritual aspect of Liam. Let him come when he's ready. That's why I'm like, if you guys ask me that would be a no-no. That would be a no-no, because I feel as though you have to give the spirit time. I feel like that those little reactions with the incident with the computer, and there was also another reaction when I was trying to get that to put that clip together along with my response and how I felt. And I was at a restaurant waiting for food, and as I was doing the edits, the story of my life came up out of nowhere. The story of my life came up out of nowhere. Like, the song came on in the restaurant, and that's why I'm like, holy shit. So his energy is very sensitive, so I basically leave it up to him. I leave it up to him. If he wants to come through, you know, I'd be more than willing, but I feel like that's a huge step versus when someone who is like on this earth, you know. So that's a big thing. That's why I wanted to share like what it is and what I mean. I know it's probably more, but that is all I can get out right now. So you guys do not ask me. But again, you guys should expect Louis. Again, I really want to do his on a live. And if you guys want me to do the other members, I may make an exception. I did Harry. Now with Harry, and he's going to get another video in the future indicating a spouse. I want to do a live on Louis. I also created a post that I want you guys to click on if you wanted to see. I wanted to see what was the deal between the group itself and Simon Cowell, because I feel iffy every time when I hear him speak. Like, I feel iffy looking at him. He ain't beady-eyed for no fucking reason. So it's something shady going on. And I know he annoyed the hell of our babies. Every single one of them. Okay, so I really want to pull on that. So let's say if Liam wants to pull through, he wants to come through with that, he's more than welcome, sir. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Definitely, you guys will be seeing that as well. Follow me on my social media, Instagram, TikTok. I am mainly on TikTok. There you'll see never before sneak peeks, trailers of my upcoming reads. You get to know a little bit more about me, and I would love to have you over there. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and hit that notification button so that way you won't miss any videos for your girl. Lastly, I want to thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you to my subscribers, and welcome to my new followers. If anyone has followed me before during this time this video was recorded, thank you so much. My contact information will be below if you guys want to contact me directly, or you want to follow me or any of my social media pages, and the cards that you saw today, including these bad babies, will be down in the description below. With that being said, I'm going to get up out of here because this is the day before and we are in election day. So, you know, if you guys are seeing this when you're American, go vote or don't vote. I'm not doing no damn voting. Like, fuck it. I'm leaving it in God's hands because I don't know what these people plan on doing. But yeah, I got to get up out of here. Early dismissal today. Again, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.